bitch, know I'm all about bench. Bad grease bitch, know I'm all about bench. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bad grease bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You want my attention and approach me with a lick. I coach a third team trials on the 1st and 5th. I'm cold with them bowls, it's a curse and a gift. I'ma take a few chances when these charges get lit. System moving slow, but I'm trying to get it over. I don't bun 8 months and they blame it on Corona. They trying to catch me twice on the bun, then hold me. I ain't stupid, I can feel it when somebody trying to hold me. Baby, where you at? Let me stir that macaroni. Pussy got me hooked like a drug, I might OD. Got a couple bags I need to hide, baby, hold these. You know when to give me what I need, cause you know me. Baby, you just drunk off this dick, you don't want me. I think you be telling sex lies when I'm stroking. I still check a bitch quick, don't provoke me. Hoes open doors, I ain't gotta use a dope key. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on.
God, keep me out the way of these niggas. Caught my pistol, told my granny for to pray for a nigga. You can't call that boy your brother cause you ate with a nigga. When you start to get some money, see the hate in the nigga.
Ken Deo Show. We got a little abandoned house right next door to Granny spot. Ain't no power, ain't no water. We actually ran a stitching cord from Granny crib to the trap and put a microwave in that bitch and a radio in that bitch. We got a couch for my auntie and put that hole in there, and we was thugging, you know what I'm saying? We cooked the dope, bagged the dope, sell the dope, all that, whatever, all that we was doing from right there, you know what I'm saying? So, we out there, and we doing our shit, you know what I'm saying? And like...
But see, Darius is different. Darius is different. You don't never know what's going on with him unless you're standing there with him, and you probably still don't know. So he's different.
This time, so when I came back down to visit from school back in 04, I mean, he was full-fledged, you know, wearing colors, you know, talking gang slang, you know, wearing a flag, and, you know, he was really, you know, kind of progressing in that culture, you know, a little more skipping school, you know what I'm saying? Just a little more recklessness. And like I said, man, for me, I knew what it was, but I went through them stages too. So I was in my mind, you know, it's just a stage, man, you know.
You're out in the streets fighting. What can get any worse than your child out there fighting and you don't ever know what's gonna happen with him, what, you know, because he's not afraid of anything. He's not afraid of anything, and don't say somebody mess with somebody in his family, then he ready to go out and start put out an APB on folks.
All right, there it is. Yeah, man, we been working, man. It's just been a grind. If you ain't got here first two, you already know what to do. Go to the Cash App or the PayPal that's given. Make sure you put your mailing address in there. All right, tonight is the first night. Man, I've been practicing some shit, man, behind the scenes. Getting prepared. If you're on the Patreon, you definitely know what's going on. A lot of blessings, man. A lot of good blessings come through. Hard work paid off. So we definitely got a big date coming, December, January. And there's shit that nigga need to do to get prepared for that. But we ain't on that right now. Right now. So this is what we have. This is what we have. The famous twins.
Pleasure to have y'all on the porch with us today. So tell us what y'all here working on in Atlanta.
We just got the house.
Man. Ooh.
Going out. Yeah.
Okay.
It's famous twin, and we just.
All right. There it is. So the famous twins. People aren't sure if they're from Alabama or Florida, wherever the fuck they from. These are guaranteed NABS. I just did the story not too long ago about how they got their father killed. After that shit happened, here they come with the she did it. No, she did it. It's her fault. But when you look at that video of their father dying in the middle of the street, these motherfuckers is the one of them act like she was crying, but she didn't have no issue leaving the scene when she felt like motherfuckers was finna blame her, and she had no issue Instagramming the whole shit. As I said, that is a very big indicator that you're dealing with a NAB or a NAN when they don't mind putting extremely personal moments online for everybody to see. At that point, you're not truly grieving. You're trying to get attention. And that is at the core of every NAB and or NAN. Actually, that can move around. With a NAN, it'll be more of not so much wanting attention, but another priority will be out of place. I want to get straight into this because fair use, because I want to see what happens. We got some shit we finna do tonight. After their father died, they had made diss songs about each other, and now they doing an interview with each other. I'm looking at these niggas. And you know what crazy about this is? Like, from the neck up, the bitches look straight. Actually, from the waist up, they look straight in the face. But I've seen these motherfuckers in blue sweatsuits, and these motherfuckers talk, act, and look just like dudes. Just like fucking dudes. Let's get into it.
Jump out the porch with it's famous twin, and we just jumped out the porch with dirty glove bouncing those do they.
First question, fair use once again.
It's famous twin, and we just jumped out the porch with dirty glove bouncing those do they.
I want to know what this shit mean. Is it like everybody throw, what the fuck does this shit mean? We're going to have to get Brim D in here, the gang expert, to explain what the fuck this shit mean. Like, motherfuckers just throw that shit up so goddamn heavily.
It's Sperm Twin, and we just jumped off.
Look at it. What does that mean? Yeah, we're going to have to get him in here on that.
Off the port with dirty glove, bouncing those duty. She have hope. She dangerous.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to have y'all on the porch with us.
Oh, do it. Cow.
How y'all feeling today?
She have hope.
She have hope. It's just all good. She
dangerous.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to have y'all on the porch with us today. So tell us what y'all here working on in Atlanta.
We just got there scoping out all. Yeah, that's all. Trying to get their drop, that's all. That's it though. We just out there for a little vacation. That's too sweet.
For sure. So how often do y'all get the chance to come up here?
Oh, we be up here every other month. It's like a second home.
For sure, for sure. So how would y'all say Atlanta compares back home to Mobile, Alabama?
Atlanta, where is that? I ain't even. It got more people and like Mobile be on that hang shit. They be on that deer ride. Over there, you can do your own shit by your own. Like everybody be with bullshit. It's like up here, it's like everybody support you and know how to.
I don't know which one is which. I don't know which one is which. I don't know which one of them was in the goddamn police car and which one was crying. And I think that's important, but I can't tell.
Come together. Back home in our city where we were born, they ain't like that. They see you, they feel like if you harder than them, they ain't gonna support you. Yeah. They ain't how it's supposed to be. Like we could be the one to put our shit on, put other people on, but they ain't like they everybody for themselves, basically.
I feel that. So for those who wouldn't know, how would y'all describe life back at home in Mobile, Alabama?
Boring. It's boring. It's real. I say it's like for old people, like it'll be a retired city. It ain't too much you can do. It ain't nothing but trouble. That's how I can say it is. What you think? Yeah. Hey. They went to city. And somebody who ain't know the city, I can't right there. I can't like whatever she said.
So how would y'all describe y'all childhood coming up?
Our childhood, see, we was born and fun. I was just saying it was fun.
There it is. There it is. That's what they said. They said it was like it was an awkward energy as they were doing the interview. Supposedly, they done made diss songs about each other and everything, and that goes into how fucked up this shit can get and why a motherfucker wouldn't want to be in a group at all. If you and your group mates get into some bullshit or you stop fucking with each other, you don't like what they do, they made a bad business. Not to mention you will have to holler at them about whatever business you want to have going forward. But if y'all don't fuck with each other no more, now you have no career unless you come as a package. People don't want to see you by yourself. They want the group. And that's the bullshit. So now I'm starting to see what they were saying as the shit was awkward throughout the whole shit. Let's see.
Back like when we was raised, like we wasn't really like raised in Mobile. We had went to Orlando, Florida, so that's where we grew up, and then we came back. You know what I'm saying? But we used to live in Orlando, so like it's lit out there. There ain't nothing but a lot of shit do. That's what we basically got our clout from. Like, we started out doing TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Going to parties and shit, and we just got all the followers, and then as we got older, we switched over to the rap.
Yeah.
So it pretty much, our time was pretty much like, this shit was fun, you know what I'm saying? This shit was real fun.
That's fine. So when was y'all think y'all jumped off the porch?
There you go.
We been jumped off the porch, but this shit, it actually like took off.
Dirty glove bastard. Dirty glove bastard. Dirty glove bastard has become a place where niggas, dirty glove bastard is damn near the equivalent to having diamonds in your mouth or having a chain and shit like that. Niggas feel like if I got a dirty glove bastard in you, I'm in the game. But what off the porch means is, when the fuck did you start selling dope? When did you jump off the porch doing crimes? It puts a lame motherfucker in a position to where I know I need to go to Dirty Glove Bastard, but if I say my actual life, this shit won't move. Like, motherfuckers is not going to accept that. And it's not their fault. It's niggas' fault. Once again, Dirty Glove Bastard is in Atlanta, so motherfuckers is already going there feeling like this is what you're supposed to do. As I continue to tell artists, whatever the majority of artists are doing, you need to do something different. You need to do something different. You're not going to get seen like that. But they're purposely misunderstanding the question. Jumped off the porch to them means, when did you start doing music?
This year. We only been rapping for like a year, but it just, I said it took out like probably like 6 months ago.
That's fine. That's fine. So what would y'all say is the biggest life lesson y'all learned growing up?
Use your own name. What? Use your own name. What? No, like, use your own name. Like, it's being twins, we get in a lot of trouble because she can use my name, I can use her name. She lying on me, I'm lying on her. Yeah, no. Yeah. Just use your own name.
So what would y'all say is the biggest obstacle y'all overcame so far in life?
I say my dad dying, like, it'd be the obstacle, like, that I had. It's just like the whole this situation, like, how not everybody look at us, and like, you know what I'm saying, everybody got their own thing, but like, it kind of like, I ain't gonna say hurt my feelings, but like, when you got people like, oh, them the twin that killed their daddy, that ain't even what happened, you get what I'm saying? That ain't what happened. Like, that's like the biggest obstacle I get came over, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in no situation like that. So for people to get on the internet and say, oh, like, people don't know me, just saying, oh, these killers, like, they killed their daddy, like, oh, that's like murder. But now, like, oh, I ain't overcame, like, you know what I'm saying? People got their own opinion, you know what I'm saying? They can say what they want to say, so block them and keep going. You know, like I said, you know, like, you know, you ain't dead, man, you ain't got nothing to worry about, you get what I'm saying? But it's still, like, affect our image being rappers, you get what I'm saying? Now you looking at that murderers and not rappers. You get what I'm saying? So they trying to basically say, we got owned by killing our daddy for the fame, and they ain't what happened. This is a sacrifice. You know, that's probably the biggest obstacle for real. Not mine. Mine is like, all the bad, like, everybody so much negativity, and then when you just keep pushing through that shit, not stun that shit, keep going. They just big off me.
Yeah. So to address all the controversy about you guys and the murder of your father, what can y'all say about this situation?
This situation, I mean, what I can say about the situation is, like, what y'all hear, yeah, like, just to kill the woman, like, we ain't sacrifice our daddy for the fame, no money. Get no money. No money. I just had to put that in while you talk. All right, go ahead. Don't say that. the cutting the rumors up, whatever. Like, we ain't sacrifice our dad, we ain't kill our dad. None of that went on. Like, it was just the wrong place, the wrong time, and the wrong place, the wrong time. Like, the wrong place and the wrong time, basically. Like,
yeah, this shit here heavy. I ain't gonna lie, like this shit is really disturbing to watch. So here it is. For the last week, I've been studying for a show I want to do where we talk about serial killers. We talk about predators. Who should society see as dangerous? Hillary Clinton said that thugs are hyper predators. We can look at statistics and we see that, these horrible, disturbing crimes usually come from the other side. What I'm trying to figure out right now is how to word it. Obviously, y'all have seen how the fuck they doing it. We did the live a week or so ago, and we were saying we were hitting on some real points, only for YouTube to come back and block the whole video. At this point, I'm really trying to figure out how to get a message across to the whole AO Nation. But as you can see, we being stifled by YouTube. They don't send out notifications. They don't even let motherfuckers know that we live. So we got to move strategically. And watching this shit is just fucking, it's disturbing to see, because I'm looking at these motherfuckers, and as much as I want to go hard on them, I really have some heavy shit I want to drop, but don't know how to do it. So this shit is just, it's throwing me off. It really is. Like, it's crazy. It's really thrown off, dog. Like, you think about it, actually telling the truth, giving the truth, what is actually real, I can't say it. You'll get another channel that's smaller than us, and they can say whatever the fuck they want to say because they don't have a following. But because we actually have a movement over here, when I try to say something, they come and slam the shit. So I'm trying to figure out how we gonna do it. What I have figured out is, whatever the fuck, whenever we talking about a real serious subject, I'm gonna have to make the thumbnail something totally different, the title something totally different, and hide that shit. And even then, motherfuckers like, dog, for a whole month, I've gotten a copyright claim every day. I've gotten a copyright claim every day for damn near a month and a half. And this shit is just stole. It's stole the fuck off. Like, these motherfuckers really, really run this shit. They really want motherfuckers to stay asleep. Dog, this is what's going on. Let's talk. We're going to talk right here. Let's go and talk. We're going to keep it real. All right. So, 2 weeks ago, I got word that there are two companies that are looking at Brim D. December, January, I have to go to Texas for a meeting and shit like that on behalf of Brim D. I'm looking at the timing of when, you know, it happened and shit like that. And it seemed like as soon as I put that information on the Patreon, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's been a heavy pressure on this channel in particular. I know the people, the companies, legit, that's real. But it's just crazy. It's just really crazy to be in this industry, having people that fuck with you. And because they fuck with you, you really can't speak freely. I stumbled on to a channel on YouTube. It's called That Chapter. I've been watching this channel since last Saturday. When me and Katrina did the live on Conversation with Me podcast, I think that was my first day watching it. Also, my first day starting a new diet because got the meeting to go to. So I want to make sure I'm right. As I've been watching that, I'm talking about every day for 7 days, all day long, I've been watching this channel. This channel, it talks about, I want everybody to go to That Chapter and watch those videos. It's videos of, I don't even know what the fuck I can and can't say. It's videos of murders, shit worse than murders, men of every social class that share one thing in common, their race. It shows how inherently violent they are, from murdering their whole families, serial killers, serial abductors, and as I'm watching it, I just get so fucking mad because you will see with these people having multiple opportunities to commit these crimes. Multiple opportunities. You'll go to jail for attempting to abduct, kidnapping, sexual assault, 18 months, probation, 2 years. They took my rights away over weed. Weed. These motherfuckers are getting misdemeanor charges. They're getting a big charge broke down to a misdemeanor, and these motherfuckers actually abducted women and children. The people who you would think that the authorities will want to protect. I was mad watching it, seeing that these evil, violent people they've been evil and violent since the beginning of time. There's never been a time, I'm talking about back to Jack the Ripper. There's never been a time where these people have not been violent. Yes, I do have a fucking problem doing this video. I do. Because it's something, it's not just on my mind, it's shit on my soul. I could not stop watching that fucking channel. How in the fuck could you tell us when you want to point at crime, you say, look at Chicago. If that is the fucking case, if that's the case, numbers will make the authorities move, then why in the fuck do you still treat a black man as if he is any danger to the people who need protecting? Gangbangers, we don't kill women and children. We don't even kill multiple people. For the most part, if we kill somebody, that's the only murder we got. You don't really meet no niggas who have multiple goddamn bodies. And this is what I didn't want to do. Dog, I'm having trouble, big home. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm having trouble because I found that channel, and if there is a page. There's a page. I can't remember. I showed it to Brim. It's a page that shows all the people who get killed or any crime that goes on in Chicago. There's an Instagram page. What pushed me over the edge was the fact that after me watching all of those videos, serial killers, I'm talking about Todd Couplet, David Cam, the Yosemite Killer, just name one of them. All of them are in the same fucking group. The same group. If you Google right now, worst serial killer ever, do you know that a fucking black man will pop up? I watched this YouTube channel about 30 minutes, 25 minutes. Every episode is 25 minutes. I've watched this shit for a week straight. Have not seen one black man. Not one black man. You can play with these fucking anomalies, DC snipers and the fucking, whatever the fuck you want to do. But for me to Google worst serial killer ever, and you show a black man that when you compare his crimes to the crimes of the average man on that side, it pales in comparison. So why in the fuck, when I Google it, why would it, that would be like, which is funny because I told Brim to do it. I told Brim, them having a black man up here under the word serial killer, it is as ridiculous as when you type in world's fastest man, a white man to pop up. He Googled the world's fastest man, had a little picture of Usain Bolt, and in the big picture was Flash. They had a picture of a fictional fucking character. But when I type in serial killer, there's no fiction. You didn't put no picture of no motherfucking the Joker or no fucking Mr. Freeze. You showed a real person, fastest man on earth. Little picture of Usain Bolt and a fucking fictional character. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. So for days, I've been trying to figure out how I can put this forward. And I feel like until I can get this done, these videos are trivial. They're trivial. I think what it was the fact that it's obvious. This is a YouTube channel. And from this YouTube channel, it's obvious who the more violent and more dangerous people are. But as soon as you look up serial killer, some type of way they put the 1 in a million up there as the standard. Out of 1 million motherfucking cases, you might have 2 black people, but you make them the poster boy. And then once you start thinking about that shit, it goes extremely deep. It goes extremely deep. It's like, my nigga, let's be for real. Like, these niggas in these rap videos, these niggas don't want to kill anybody. They don't want to kill anybody. Niggas just want to get some money. They want to be famous. They don't want to hurt anybody. But the Yosemite killer, once you go look at that case, the one that cut off, killed multiple women, cut their heads off, participated in, what's the word? When you, that's necrophilia shit. You know what I'm saying? That on that level type shit. No reason except for they had an urge and they had an opportunity. They don't go online and post that shit and, yeah, I just hit a lick on this fuck nigga. They're not trying to get shine off the shit. They're feeding a fucking addiction. The Yosemite killer, when he was apprehended, he told police that he would tell them where the other body was if they provided him with child porn. His mind is so perverted. He said that he was 7 years old when he first had the thought of murder. And it wasn't just of murder, it was murder of a woman. At 7 years old, he was having urges and fantasies about murdering a woman. I get on the elevator with my bandana and shit like that. The old white lady gonna hold that person shit like that. And that same fucking white man that she thinks she's gonna draw strength from and happy that he got on the elevator, he's her savior. Dang, I'm so glad a white man came on this thug right here. That's gonna be the motherfucker who gonna do the worst. That's going to be the motherfucker that's going to do the worst and not have a reason for it. Who's more dangerous? Who's more dangerous? The gangbanger that kills the gangbanger on the other side of town? That doesn't affect the fucking college students, the suburbs, no fucking outsiders in any way. We're killing each other. But you have a problem on that side because it would seem that the majority of men and a lot of the women have extremely violent tendencies. I should not be able, if I Google pedophile, a black man should not pop up. A black man should not pop up. We're talking about back to the Romans. And this isn't an American thing. This is worldwide. Worldwide. It seems that what comes with us is people who can actually draw power from the sun. But it seems, and that's our birthright. But it seems like with them, what they're given is an inherent violent gene inside of them, like an itch. See, with us, the niggas who do catch murder cases, it's mostly gonna be the motherfuckers of a lower class. And so you can put that down for the desperation. They were desperate, so they had to, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck it was, they participated in dangerous activities. But see, on that side, it will be the fucking CFO of a corporation. And this motherfucker, the fuck? What the fuck is the goddamn man name that just killed himself in the goddamn Epstein? Epstein, this isn't a fucking social, a low class problem. This shit comes with the goddamn skin, it seems. It comes with birth. At birth. Violence, perverted mind. There's no reason. It doesn't make sense that you would find a Japanese fucking. She don't have no body. She's anorexic. Look at their supermodels. DJ said that those supermodels, their supermodels have a phenotype, meaning a body type of a prepubescent boy. I'm stating the facts. I'm not putting no motherfucking conjecture on the table. I'm telling you what the fuck going on. And I'm confused because I'm wondering how in the fuck can I be looked at as the dangerous one? I come in the goddamn subway and shit like that, motherfuckers. What the fuck? This old motherfucking man right here and that motherfucker with his goddamn book bag is far more likely to do some shit in here. If I come in this bitch on bullshit, I'm robbing a motherfucker. These motherfuckers don't want no money. They want life. They want pain to be inflicted. Go look at that chapter and look at how those murders are carried out. Strangulation, knife, blunt force trauma. From old to young, the Yosemite, this shit right here, it infuriated me. The Yosemite killer, his brother was abducted at 7 years old. He was abducted by an old white man. The old white man had the Yosemite killer, let's call him Andy. The Yosemite's killer brother name was Andy. This pedophile, old white man, had Andy for 7 years, molested him and told him that he adopted him. 7 years he had this boy abducted. When Andy was 14, the pedophile abducted a 4-year-old boy, and he can see that he was doing the same thing to the 4-year-old that he had done to him. And he said, no. So when the arrogant pedophile went to work, because that's how they do shit, in their delusional mind, their victims, their slaves want to be there. It's been multiple serial killers and these type of people who have done that, who have forced a bond with one of their captives. And Todd Collop told one of his girls that he kidnapped and had her in a fucking tractor trailer. You know, the shit that's on the back of a tractor trailer. He had a steel collar around her neck, had her in a fucking tractor trailer, and he had walked her around his property and showed her where he had buried other women's bodies. He shot her boyfriend when he first abducted her and threatened her that if you don't act right, this is what's going to happen to you. And so he would come in there and say, if you're a good girl, I'll teach you how to kill. So this isn't uncommon for them to believe that this is, and that's that superiority complex, feeling like it's okay for me to go around and take slaves. You know what I'm saying? So back to Andy, once the pedophile had left to go to work, Andy took the 4-year-old and went to the police. Listen to me. The goddamn pedophile had Andy for 7 years. He had just abducted and molested a 4-year-old boy. The goddamn pedophile got 5 years. The man got 5, the coward, because they are cowards, because all they target is women and children. Not one of these cowards have a string of male victims. Males, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer, but that was on, he was dealing with the rainbow. He got 5 years, 3 to serve. They gave him less time than he had this boy imprisoned. And it is like having this on my mind, watching this dumb shit on this goddamn shit right here is hard to even talk about because this is bullshit. Like, obviously, as niggas, as street niggas, we know that we get railroaded in the system. I always wondered, watching To Catch a Predator, you know, one of the guys that got caught in that sting operation, he was out in time to get caught a second time in the same sting operation. it seems in my mind, it seems like, how in the fuck do I get more time for a pound of weed, an ounce of coke, 7 grams of dog food? How do I get more time for that than the motherfucker who walked into your suburban neighborhood and abducted your child? The only thing that makes sense is you see yourself in them. You look at my crimes as something that a fucking animal would do. There's no mercy because there's no excuse for robbing and selling dope. But when you see a motherfucker, I've seen motherfuckers go watch that goddamn channel. I've seen motherfuckers get a fucking 25-year setup on a life sentence for 3 bodies. 3 bodies. What comes to my mind is, how in the fuck are our Big Meech, Jeff Ford, Tookie, Larry Hoover? You didn't find these people with no dope. Even if you did, how in the fuck can you give a motherfucker more time for dope than you do a motherfucker who No, and you know what it is? It's the same shit I felt. It's the same shit I felt with the Men Too movement. It's the same shit I felt with that. It seemed to me that it was obvious that there's a problem with this. There's a problem with someone being arrested off of the word of a groupie, essentially. We're not going into R. Kelly. I'm saying that that's a problem. That's a problem. Everyone knows that the court system are in the favor of the woman. Child support. But when Cardi B came out and spoke, and you see all these, memes and shit like that, if a nigga ghosts me after one night, I'm gonna tell the police he raped me. Ha ha ha. That wasn't funny to me. It was scary, and it was scary that no one had spoke. I had long since changed my life, so that wasn't, Men Too shit ain't have shit to do with me, because I wasn't gonna put myself in them situations. But I felt like it needed to be spoke on. And what I got for that was barely $1,000 in the GoFundMe, and not even 20,000 signatures on a petition. But since then, we've had multiple celebrity men, successful men, go through this exact situation. What I also got for that was at 72,000 subscribers, I was shadow banned. It was only by the grace of God that I had touched enough people to where you couldn't shadow ban me, because motherfuckers didn't need YouTube to suggest me. They were coming to find me. As I look at this situation, I have that same feeling in my stomach, to where as I watch, these are obvious NABS. They're obviously stupid as fuck. They're obviously going through, you know, some shit. I can't even focus on it. I can't even focus on it. I feel like I need to do this show where I give the names of the murderers, of these evil people, tell you their crime and tell you how much time they got, and also tell you their race. And I need to ask the question at the end, why in the fuck would society have you believe that I'm more of a threat to your safety than your local fucking business owner, real estate agent? There are things that each one of these people have that make a through line. All of them have the same shit. It has something to do with porn, bondage, and just an urge that they don't understand. The screen killers. Also, one of the through lines is they're cowards. 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 Never, ever, the only people, and you know they're cowards, because all of that urge to kill shit, it stops as soon as they get around some men. Their violence is over. Their need for violence is over. It's instantly cured. And that's for the people who feel like, oh, well, you know, because in this conversation, that's what I'm saying, this conversation is so big. Because in this conversation, we have to talk about, when did this start? And that goes into the story of the big head scientist. And the reason why you would call someone a devil is because they're a part of something else, grafted. The story is that the black man wanted to have an actual living vessel of his evil. He wanted to see the evil within him as another man. So he created that, and then came those people. You wonder, how could we have been kings? We was kings. You wonder how we could have been that. And now we're at the bottom of the totem pole. And all you have to do is look around. I guarantee you, when you go on that chapter and you hear these stories, it's not going to make sense to you how violent and evil and the urges that they have is not going to make sense to you. I think motherfuckers know that shit. And this is what the dangerous part is actually coming to the conclusion. What's the conclusion? There's no way on earth that you can see someone pure coward, only targets people who are weaker than them, strikes for no reason except for urge and opportunity. You can track me. You can track me. You can track a gangbanger. You know who the fuck a trap nigga. You know who the fuck they're going to kill. They're not going and fucking not going and torturing motherfucker. Most time niggas shoot, they turn their head. Niggas close their eyes when they shoot. Niggas throw the fuck up after they down something. Because it's unnatural. Go watch the Scream Killers tape. After they killed that little girl, they was in a car. Oh my God, I just felt her lifeless body. Oh, we just fucking killed Cassie, bro. Oh, fuck. It was like a high. You put these things together, it's obvious that not only is this a sickness, but it's an addiction. The man said, I will tell you where the other body is. Could you get me some child porn? How the fuck do he come back from that? You talking about me being a felon for some dope? How in the fuck? And that's another thing. How to deal with these people. I don't feel like it's no coming back after you've been convicted of finding children attractive. I don't think you can come back from that. I don't think you goddamn just, I tell y'all all the time, I have dreams about pills all the time. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about shit. These motherfuckers will eat their own. Police officer David Cam molested his daughter, killed her, killed his wife, and then killed his son. These are 3- and 4-year-old children. And went in the motherfucking interrogation room with a straight face. No remorse. And you take me to jail because I had some dope in the car? Like I said, my nigga, I apologize, dog. I apologize. But until I can get this video right, I just and like I said, I might have to just, but I just if people are watching me, I don't see how I can get on here and talk about these stupid bitches when I'm confused. These motherfuckers put up a fictional fucking character. Fastest man on earth, Flash. Best football player, Tom Brady. Best basketball player, Jerry West. They ain't changed the ball yet. And it goes back into the conversation I had about our celebrities, our stars, our women taking back our power. And the fucked up part is this shit is on, it's on me. It's on me. I tried to do this video like, all right, this is the easy one. Come on back. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the NABS and you know what I'm saying? I can't even hear what they're saying. I can't even hear what they're saying. I can't even hear them. You know, some shit, man. Some shit you just you wish that you know you just wouldn't have saw. Some shit you wish you wouldn't have known, because certain people can't just see some shit and be like, fuck it. My platform isn't a percentage of the size of our celebrities. But with people watching me after I've gotten this information, I find it hard to just talk about the regular shit. I feel like once I get the information out there and I disseminate it in a easily digestible way, then everything will be all good. But dog, when I seen that goddamn Google search, after watching all those videos, I think this was maybe a Wednesday or something. I'm watching all these videos. This channels that cover true crime, they're not going to cover no Chicago shooting. There's no mystery to it. A nigga shot a nigga and ran. This shit that these people are doing, I'm talking about evil. The Barbie and Ken murders. The Australian man, when he had the bodies in barrels, he recorded them as he tortured them and made a tape called Voices of the Dead. He started it saying that he was killing pedophiles, but it was just him feeding that urge that was inside of him. The reason why it's scary is because with us, you know exactly why a nigga is doing it. Most of the time, a nigga don't want to do it. Niggas not trying to hurt nobody. Nigga want to fuck bitches and get high. That's all niggas want. Nigga, if all I give me some bitches and they get high, niggas is good. Not these motherfuckers. When they get together, they start thinking about the Barbie and Ken murders. The girl who they call Barbie in the group. Not only did she know that Ken, what they called a handsome white guy, was the I don't know what state it was in, but he was called, whatever that state or city is called, he was called the whatever city predator, because he was like assaulting women, going into I'm talking about climbing into their windows. I'm talking about terrifying shit. Going into their houses, holding knives to their necks and just violating them. These motherfuckers don't use no guns. They don't want nothing to be quick. They're actually getting pleasure from someone else's pain. And this theory aligns perfect. As I was talking to Thriller earlier, it aligns perfectly with slavery. We know that these motherfuckers have been evil since the Roman days, but we can track that all the way up to slavery days. Emmett Till days. It's never been a nigga to find new ways to harm people. That's not what niggas do. That's not what niggas do. Hyper predators? For who? Niggas kill niggas, but them motherfuckers kill anything. Ironically, except niggas. So that's even more throwed off. Like, these motherfuckers don't even come to this side. Even our women are too tough for them. They want those women, those children. The numbers don't lie. It is what it is. How in the fuck can you call me a hyper predator because I'm a gangbanger? Why wouldn't you call the predator the Zodiac killer, the BTK killer? You got plenty of motherfuckers to choose from. The most a nigga do is shoot in the crowd, and nigga can't even do that shit right. These motherfuckers ride around with death kits, rope, duct tape, bleach, and a goddamn knife or a hammer. And nobody is fucking exempt. Not no fucking woman, not no elderly woman, not no little boy, and not no little girl. They will go in the interrogation room after murdering their whole family. You will see it time and time again. Go into the interrogation room and won't shed a fucking tear. Not only have you molested your own child, but you murdered them. And you're in the interrogation room. Yeah, I was just out there, man. I came back. It was 11:15, and I was getting a call, and I was kind of worried. So I called you guys and told you to come over, and yeah, that's all I know. Listen, the high velocity blood splatter on your shirt is consistent with you standing over your child and shooting him. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. You got it wrong, man. You got it wrong. It wasn't me. Some type of way, the motherfucker who pedophilia is the lowest thing on his goddamn charges. Some type of way, this motherfucker get 13 years. Tukey got Jeff Ford, Larry Hoover, you threw these niggas away. You threw them away and they didn't do anything half as heinous. Yeah, my nigga. We gonna, like I said, we gotta holler about that. We gonna have to holler, and I don't know what the next step is. I don't know what the next step is on that. What do we do after that? After we know that this is the case, after we know, I told y'all, like, I'm far more aware of their presence when I'm out in public than our presence. I don't give a fuck what color a nigga is wearing. I am more aware of them because I know that they don't need a fucking motive. In the farmhouse case, it was a little girl riding her bike past a cornfield. This old fucking coward had been watching, they telling you, violent porn all day. He was on his way to the store. First thing, how in the fuck do you watch porn all day? We just talked about that. How the fuck do you watch porn all day? What the fuck? As soon as a nigga bust, nigga like, oh, fuck, bitch, you nasty hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Watching porn all day, he gets on his little moped, and as he's driving, he sees this little girl riding her bike. He rides on side of her and hits her with his helmet, drags her into the cornfield, calls his brother and tells his brother, oh, my moped broke down. I need you to come get me, take me back to the farm. He go back to the farm, gets his van, loads her up. This motherfucker has a whole cooler with a rug in it up under the floorboards. He does that evil shit that he does. And then he throws her remains, just tosses the remains. The police finally get around. That's the crazy shit. Like, it seemed like with us, we in custody as soon as something pop. Like, we in custody. These motherfuckers go to the interrogation room. Immediately, they're cleared. That's where white privilege works against itself. See? When you don't got no niggas to blame, you confused as fuck. Now you confused. When white man walk in, you give him the respect of a fucking man. He come in there, tell you a story, you take him at his fucking word and you let him leave. Multiple goddamn stories. The motherfucking actual goddamn coward that did it was the first motherfucker that they cleared. They talked to him 3 times. Let him go every time, every fucking time. That didn't seem weird to them that one fucking dude is connected to all these fucking missing girls. So this fucking, he go back to his shit, he clean his shit up. When they finally come weeks later, they find the goddamn apparatus, they find the chains and these torture tools. They find multiple little girls' remains on his property. Ed Gain. Ed Gain killed motherfuckers and wore their goddamn skin. He made lampshades and fucking tablecloths and fucking plates and shit out of human goddamn skin. But if you type in the worst serial killer ever, it's gonna be a goddamn black man that pop up. These motherfuckers ain't killing prostitutes. These motherfuckers is killing little fucking children, multiple. So yeah, man. I'm working on that. I'm working on that, and I'm gonna be bringing that to y'all soon. I just gotta find out how I want to do it. I'm gonna look at how this video, how they treat this one, but that shit is on my mind. I can't lie. I can't lie, my nigga. That shit is on my mind, and with me, it's like I'm the type of motherfucker. If something needs to be done, and I have the power to do it, I'm not with that goddamn passing the buck. If there's a void, it needs to be spoke on. I'm saying that these motherfuckers are inherently fucking evil. I've seen too many goddamn cases back to goddamn back to say that these motherfuckers are not born with this shit. The shit that they do, it makes no fucking sense. And I don't see how a judge, how do you have one of these cases and then you have my dope case and you find I don't give a fuck what the goddamn speculation or specifics was. How in the fuck do you have my case and that motherfucker case and some kind of way he go home and I don't? The only conclusion is that they understand. They sympathize with them and feel like that could have been me. It goes back to when I told y'all about the black police officer. I'm surprised they didn't take that shit down. If you've been noticing, all the videos all of a sudden is getting goddamn age restricted. All kind of shit going on with the channel. But like I said, because it's a real following, these are real people who fuck with what we do over here. We good. I can't stress that enough. Y'all are the reason, period, point blank. At this point, this shit is embarrassingly obvious that YouTube is closing in. When y'all show love, when you fuck with the PayPal, that's we straight honest what it is. In order to do what I have to do, there has to be a support system. And because y'all support, this is why I can't just turn the shit on and just, oh, damn, man, that's it. I can't do that with this on my mind. My people is too real for me to do that. I can't get into it, my nigga. Type in world's worst serial killer. And some kind of way, not one fucking white face will be on that stream. I shouldn't have to scroll to see no white face. Just like there's no reason why I should have to scroll to see a black face when I type in world's fastest man. I need to get this information out. I need to get this information out. It needs to be said. Pressure needs to be felt. I looked at the case. I watched this shit. I tried to fault my thought. I tried to fault my theory to prove that I was wrong. Like, nah, this shit is evenly. No. I watched motherfuckers celebrate after murdering I watched cowards celebrate as if they just got a hit of goddamn dope after murdering someone that was weaker than them. You've never heard of a fucking serial killer continue their fucking spree when they get locked up. That's cowardice. You got a problem and you can't stop killing. You can't stop violating children and women. You can't stop violating because it's just you're addicted. But soon as you get to prison, all of a sudden you just all good. Yeah, hey man, yeah. Not just all good. You get in this bitch and you weak as fuck. You getting fucked over. You can't get the rage that you got in order to murder that girl. You can't summon that rage even when a motherfucker does some shit to you. Motherfucker take your food off the table, slap you, joke on you, bully you all through the goddamn cell block, and you don't have nothing for them. You scared to even make a goddamn knife. But on the street, you just, I just can't stop. I can't stop. What changed? When I was in the military, I told y'all this story about basic training. I was in basic training. We would go around and we would ask each other, why did you join the military? Why did you niggas say I joined for the money. I wanted to go to college. I needed a career. My mama made me come. And you would get to the white boy and he would say, I just wanted to kill somebody. Because that was the first time I heard it, it didn't really do anything to me. But that is all that I can think of when I'm watching these stories. Senseless. You talking about like motherfuckers don't have the right to say that it was a senseless murder when a nigga go shoot up a nigga house. Niggas, you don't have the right to say senseless murder when you have motherfuckers going up the interstate, picking up women. Anybody that they can find that's weaker than them, they're going and they're violating them, killing them. That's what a senseless murder is. It has no fucking motive. A gangbanger or a trap nigga getting shot up, it's not no fucking senseless murder. There's a motive behind it. There's a reason why he died. The only reason why these motherfuckers destroy families, and like, you think about your children, my nigga. Children are so fucking, they're naive to what the world is. And think that everything has to make sense. So that little girl that was riding her bike past that cornfield, She's riding a bike. What the fuck? Like, she didn't do anything wrong. So now, how do you take this information as a parent? As a parent, you go to court to see not only your child's murderer, but the murderer of many children. Where would you look? Where would you place the blame? At that moment, that's the worst moment of your life right there. At that moment, would you be looking at the fucking gangbangers? Chicago, would you look at Chicago then? Or would you look at the system, and when you see that he has an attempted abduction, possession of child porn, attempted abduction, desecrating the corpse, attempted home invasion. You see that he has all these charges some type of way. He's never been to prison and he's on the fucking street. How do you feel as a parent then? How do you feel as a racist white man then? Those niggas, gangbanger thugs that you hate, they're not going to do a fucking thing to your family, to those vulnerable people in your family. But your brother-in-law, your actual brother, your father, any one of these people would actually be the fucking suspect, be the actual person who did that to your family. And you'll ask him why, and he won't have a fucking answer. He just couldn't hold it in anymore. This motherfucker was watching porn all day and could not help himself. An opportunity and an urge. You ask those families who the threat is. As I said, my biggest thing here is the way I'm appalled and I'm offended that anybody would be scared of me because I have tattoos in my face. How dare you? Someone of my caliber, by the numbers, poses no threat at all to you. But your son, let's talk about the 35-year-old fucking gamer who stole his parents. He lives at home with his parents, this fucking loser. He has a virtual girlfriend. She's a video girl. He's paid her $400,000 of his parents' money. They told him, you have to go to a porn addiction rehab. It's porn and gaming or some shit, internet and porn addiction rehab. He went there and stopped going after 2 weeks. Came back home, they had a list of shit for him. First thing on the list, you cannot date this bitch that you've been sending all this goddamn money to. The next call that the authorities got was of him calling them saying, someone just killed my whole family. His mother, his father, and then he got his mother's phone and text his brother to come over, who to which, as soon as he came into the garage, he ambushed him and shot him in the back of the head. Same shit. Interrogation room, not a fucking tear. I wonder how his father felt about niggas like me. I bet his mama locked the doors when she saw niggas like me crossing the street. When the real threat was right in the car with you. Yeah, we gotta have a conversation. We gotta have a conversation because after seeing that, I'm appalled, I'm offended that society looks at me like an animal because I sell dope, because I gangbang, because I've been to jail. I'm the fucking white people on the parole board. Your brother, your father, your uncle, your son, your sister even, because it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Even the women have it. I go up for parole and you deny me too much. You don't think I learned my lesson. But your fucking brother and your son, you know it. You know it for sure. You've seen it. They watch child porn. But you come to this goddamn parole hearing and don't let me go home to my family because I sold some dope. You want me to come in this bitch and bow down, but you go home and have to participate in the weirdest sexual shit ever to please your pedophile husband. And you come to this goddamn parole hearing and look down on me. I can't do it, my nigga. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. At this point, I can't talk about the NABS. I can't do it. I can't do it. Until I get this shit out, until I've spoken this shit, we got a special episode where I break this shit down. I can't talk about shit. This information has to be out there. I have to find out how I need to put it out so that they can't just snatch that shit. So that's what I'm on, my nigga. Like I said, I apologize. But this shit has been on my mind for days and days and days. And it just throw it off. I appreciate everybody who's shown love, everybody who fucked with the Cash App and the PayPal. We're going to come back and go live. We definitely are. But I'm working on this episode for y'all. Stay tuned. Get to the Patreon. Y'all will have first access to the situation, to the information. Please, if you have information that you feel can help this, I damn near want to make a documentary out of this case file shit to prove my point. If you want to put something forward towards that, like information and shit like that, please, keep it, you know what I'm saying, potent, you know what I'm saying? My inbox is fucking full, you know what I'm saying? So don't just be coming in there talking. But this is what I'm working on. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody who's been supporting the show and continuing to put in to help what we're doing over here. But this is what's on my mind, and I just can't do nothing until I get this shit right. So it's going to be this week. We're going to speak on it. I just got to find out how we're going to do it. I appreciate everybody. Love, love, love. I'll see y'all in a minute, man.
Bad Grease bitch, know I'm all about beans. Bad Grease bitch, know I'm all about beans. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag reach bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You want my attention and approach me with a lick. I coach a third team trials on the 1st and 5th. I'm cold with them bowls, it's a curse and a gift. I'ma take a few chances when these charges get lifted. System moving slow, but I'm trying to get it over. I don't bun 8 months and they blame it on Corona. They tryna catch me twice on the bun, then hold me. I ain't stupid, I can feel it when somebody tryna hold me. Baby, where you at? Let me stir that macaroni. Pussy got me hooked like a drug, I might OD. Got a couple bags I need to hide, baby, hold these. You know when to give me what I need, cause you know me. Baby, you just drunk off this dick, you don't want me. I think you be telling sex lies when I'm stroking. I still check a bitch quick, don't provoke me. Doors open doors, I ain't gotta use a dope key. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag reach bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you